My day got sidetracked pretty well today. I started out, I was gonna trim that bush back a little bit. Just, you know, the bush keeps growing out over the driveway more or less, and I don't want the bush to go away. I just want to trim it back a little bit right up here past where the, what you call it, is it stops. What do you call those flowers? Days, I can't, right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I'm just gonna do a little trim off. But I had fuel oil delivered this morning, and one of my tanks wouldn't take any oil. And when they put the fill on it, it was spitting oil out the vent. And in order to get to it, where I had someone come in and spray foam up under here quite a few years ago, all them pipes was pretty much locked up in that spray foam stuff. So there's a couple young fellers here, and they said something about, you know, we can chisel that out, or you can, and we got something else we really need to be doing right now, because we just dropped what we were doing and ran over to this. And I said, y'all go back to what y'all was doing, and I'll dig that out. So I just spent a couple hours chiseling out all this foam. And what's happening with these pipes, you can kind of tell they kind of go downhill from the tank, which means anything that gets in there is going to blow back out. They need to have a vertical drop from there down, and also the fill line is on top of the vent line, and I believe the fill line should be below the vent line. But I don't want to be honest with you, because they're already kind of here working on that. I think before I try to twist anything apart and relocate it, I'm going to let them come back and put their 2 cents worth in on what I'm doing, because just because that's what they're there for. They need to make a living too, and I get them to decide what's the next best move. But I think I got it cleared out pretty good so they can get to it. And I have raised that pipe up some. It actually was downhill. You can see there's about 2 inches under it, and it used to be laying flat down there. So I have got this angle almost right for the input pipe, and the vent pipe still goes downhill but then comes up, and the tip of it is lower than the fill pipe. So my thinking is, if we took the end off the vent pipe and raised it up over the other pipe and put it back on, and then put something up under the end of it and raised them both up a little bit, I think that would do it. But I think I'm going to wait till I get back, till we get into that some more. I about used up all my day doing that. And, you know, when you get to be my age, you only get so much work you can do a day before you get pretty stiff. I'm pretty stiff already, so yeah. I'm just debating on whether to do anything more or let that go. We'll see. Well, I figured I'd come back down in the basement and show y'all. Oh, these old knees are not getting any younger. Thought I'd come in here and show y'all where we wound up at with this plumbing, fuel oil tank plumbing. What I did over here is I wound up digging out both the lines. Turns out this is the inward line. I couldn't tell when they disappeared into all that foam. I thought this was the inward line, but it's this one. And I needed them both to be downhill from where they come in out there. This is a level I've got in my hand. I'm gonna set it. If I can reach that and hold y'all at the same time. That's not right, that's upside down. Okay. That's as close as I can get to it with the camera and get my arm out there, but that does have a downhill drop from there. I left that end open because the fuel oil guys are going to come out here and take another look at that. And then I'll have to reclose that hole and all that fun stuff. But that was a tremendously fun project. You know, it's really awesome when you can come down in your basement and move a great big pile of wood and crawl over where you kind of belly surf in the fuel tank and try to reach over in there and chisel out some of that spray foam. If y'all ain't never tried it before, I highly recommend it. If you ever get a few extra days off and you just need something to do, you know, sometimes you just want to And especially if you're in the basement where you have to stay bent over all the time and you hit your head on the ceiling every time you come up and down through here. Yeah, y'all try that. It'll improve your perspective on everyday life and all. It's over 100 degrees here today, which is very unusual for Maine. We're taking these boats, we're going to the water. We're gonna go meet my wife's daughter over at the river. It runs into Camden. We're gonna swim and float around a while. That's the plan for today. And then we're gonna come back over here and have a cookout. That's the plan, right, Trish? I just told them here in a little while we're gonna go to the water, float around, swim, come back over here and have a cookout. That's all we're gonna do for the rest of the day. Yeah.